to my channel. My name is Sadie and this is actually the first ever YouTube video I've filmed, which is really exciting but also a little bit scary, so go easy on me guys. This is also my entry to the I Am Freedom Makeup Awards for Freedom Makeup. If you haven't heard about this competition, it's really cool. I just heard about it the other day and anyone can enter, so you don't have to be a makeup artist. All you do is you put up your signature look, you film a video on it, put it on YouTube, and then just see where that gets you. So this is my signature look. So I would describe it as kind of like gold brown, smoky eye, big lashes, big brows, nude lips, contour, and of course lots of highlighter, because anyone that knows me knows how obsessed I am with the glow. Just wouldn't really be a signature look without it. So if you would like to learn how I did this look, then please keep watching. First, I'm just prepping my skin with a primer. This will just make sure my skin's really smooth, so when I put the makeup on, it will go on more flawless, and of course make it last a lot longer. Now I'm applying my foundation with a flat brush in downward and outward strokes. I think doing it like that just makes sure the application goes on really smoothly. Also, it is a darker colour just to match my tan, as my body is darker than my face. Now I'm using a stippling brush just to buff the last of the foundation into the skin. I think buffing it in at the end just makes sure everything's really blended. Next, I'm just brushing up my brows with a spoolie. I find when you brush them up before you put the product on, you can kind of see where you need to fill them in a bit more. And then just underlining my brows with a pomade. I find underlining it first also helps to know where you need to fill it in, and then slowly just brushing strokes adds the way the hairs go. So at the front I'm going upwards because my hairs go up, and obviously on the sides I'm going long ways. Always brushing through after with a spoolie just to make sure the product's blended through properly. Using concealer to prime my eyes. It is a lighter colour just to kind of hide the redness of my eyelids, and then buffing it in with a beauty blender. I think this will help the eyeshadow stick on and also come out more vivid. Here I'm just buffing in my transition colour on my eyes, which is quite like a nice warm orange. I'm going in windscreen wiper motions back and forth. I don't want to get too much product on the eye, but just enough so we have that kind of initial transition colour, which is going to help all of our other colours blend. Now I'm just working in a darker shade of orange, mainly into the outer corner and crease of my eye. This is just going to create more shadows and more dimension to the eye. I'm also using a more dense, smaller brush for a more precise application. Here I'm just using a more angled brush and just pressing in a darker brown shadow, which is really going to deepen the outer V of my eye. I just think that's really like a sexy look when the outer V is darker. It's like a cat eye, and again just making sure everything's blended. You can never have too much blending, like you really do want to make sure everything's seamless and buffed in. Now I'm adding some sparkle to the eye with this really lovely warm bronze shade, just putting it all over the eyelid with a flat brush. Kind of colours, like the warm browns, oranges and golds, look really nice on blue eyes. They really accentuate them. It's quite different. It's a like twist on your classic neutral smoky eye, add in the orange colours. Using Makeup Revolution setting spray, just spritz some onto the brush and then apply glitter. This is just going to help all the glitter stick onto the eye better. Now I'm just patting this really lovely gold shimmery shade into the centre of my eye, which is really going to make our smoky eye pop. I literally love glitter, like I never do matte smoky eyes. I love highlighting the inner corner, so I'm going to use this really bright white shade, so it's just going to make everything pop, and it really opens up the eyes. Also taking the shade onto the brow bone to highlight that as well, and kind of bring the whole look together. Now it's time for liquid liner, and I literally don't know how I did this on camera. I was so worried, but I think using a pen is really good for balance, and because it's quite sturdy, it's really easy to get the flick. But I just always love a liquid liner look, especially when it's elongated. It just makes your eyes look longer and also creates that cat eye effect. Moving back onto the face makeup, I'm now going to highlight the centre of my face with a really white concealer, and this does look like a lot of makeup, but I promise you it does really blend in. This is just to start my contour and highlight routine. And I'm using a small stippling brush and just doing pressing motions. I feel like this really just buffs it into the skin properly. You don't want to move it around too much, you kind of want to stay in the same place, just pressing on that. Then I'm going in with a damp beauty blender just to get all the edges and soften everything out. Taking that same bronze shade I used on my eyes from earlier, I'm just smoking out the under eye. I think this just gives that really sexy, smoky look, and I hate when the top's smoky and the bottom's not. And then just buffing out the concealer again. I want big lashes for this look, so I'm applying a very generous amount of mascara, and I like to kind of get to the root and wiggle it up. I find that's how you get the most volume, but I will be applying lashes later. Fluffing up the brows with a brow mascara. I think this just gives them more of a 3D effect, and it doesn't look like they're so drawn on. I'm using a brown lip liner to slightly overdraw my lips, just to create that fuller look and also define them more. Oh my god, my camera cut out at literally the worst time when I was doing the contour. I just went over it so you can see what I did. I'm using a fluffy angled brush to apply bronzer to my cheekbones, forehead and chin, anywhere I want to sculpt really. Then I used a flat contour brush with a grey ashy shade to go under my cheekbone. I think using a few colours just creates better dimension to the face. A little pop of coral blush on the cheeks just to warm everything up. Make sure you blend it into the contour so there's no harsh lines. This is my favourite part, the highlighter. I'm just using a cream waxy one first, putting that on my cheekbones, nose and chin, and then blending it out with the sponge that it comes with. I do like to layer up my highlight just to make it even more bright, because to be honest, if you can't see it from space, what's the point? Using the Makeup Revolution contour palette, I'm using the highlight shade just to set all that under eye highlighting I did earlier. Using this Makeup Revolution Radiance palette, which comes with 3 different highlighters, which is like a dream come true for me, I'm using the lightest shade and dusting it over my cheekbones with a fan brush. This is just going to set all the cream highlighter we did earlier, because we literally want to be like blinding people with the highlight. So it does seem excessive, but it's just what I like. I'm also dusting a little bit on my centre of my lips just to make my lips look fuller. Applying fake lashes now, but first we want to wait for the glue to go dry because it's going to be easier to stick it on. I find the easiest way to put lashes on is to help it stick in the centre and then go on to the inner outer corner. I love lashes, I just think they add so much more drama to your look. You want to use mascara to help merge your real lashes and the fake lashes together so you don't have them like flopping away in the wind, also just adding more drama to the bottom. Then I'm just popping a little bit of a gold lip gloss into the centre because it's just going to play with the light and again create fullness to the lips. Just finishing off with a setting spray, and there you have my signature makeup look. Watching my first ever YouTube video. I hope you liked it as much as I enjoyed filming it. If you did, then give it a thumbs up or subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the competition.